A big question out there that remains is there any gold in Fort Knox? Now, we have some evidence inside of the Epstein files, so to speak, that shows in this email that they are talking about how Dominique Strauss-Kahn was arrested, not because he raped a maid, but because he had evidence that there was no gold in Fort Knox. Now, he was trying to get gold back, per se, from the United States, and then was told that they don't have any. And then, as he explains here, CIA agents or undercover individuals provided information to him that showed that indeed that he wasn't going to get his gold back because there wasn't any gold to give back. He was trying to flee the country with this information, and in the process they caught him. He hopped on a flight, they tracked him on a cell phone, but he made a critical error, and when he was on the flight, he had got messages or made a call from the airplane to the hotel ahead of him. And in that transaction, they picked him up and they knew where he was at and they tracked him. The guy gets arrested. And the whole reason being because there's no gold in Fort Knox and they don't want the cat out of the bag. They don't want him saying anything about it. And it's all covered here by Epstein in these emails that raises questions. Is there? It even talks about Ron Paul and how Ron Paul had raised the question under Obama. And of course, they forcibly shot him down. But even then, Ron Paul was trying to say, go ahead and sell all the gold that's in there. We're in such debt, you might as well sell it at a peak. Well, that wasn't a peak. If anything, we're at the peak of peaks right now. And the gold's still missing. We still don't know. There was supposed to be an audit. But what gives? Will they hold true on their word and go in there with cameras? I doubt it. Elon didn't stick around for too long in terms of Doge. They said all this money was missing, that it was stolen, they had credit cards, cell phones, they had all this stuff, but nobody went to jail like they never do. And the question remains, is there any gold in Fort Knox? I mean, it plays big in everything here. If they come out and say this, there's a lot of moves that they could make. They could try to call in all the gold from all the Americans out there, saying that you can keep your wedding rings, but everything else you have to cough up. So pretty crazy stuff could happen if they did this. And when you sit back and think about it, it seems to be in the interests of the government and the money masters to make this move. Because at this point, they could say that it's been empty for a long time and the people that did it are all dead and gone. And it would put us in a critical position. It would be the rug pull of rug pulls here. Knowing full well they know where it went and everything else, but the whole money system is rigged anyway, where they allow someone to go in with 1 ounce of gold, give it to the bank, and the bank can turn around and give away 9 IOUs on that same ounce of gold. And see, if it all falls apart when the initial people that lend their gold come and get it. And they could get screwed too, because they could be told, well, we don't have any gold to give you. So this is an unprecedented moment with these metals running sky high. We need a confirmation on what's going on in Fort Knox. It's just pretty crazy that one of these emails suggests just that it's empty. It's gone. Join me for the live streams where I dive into this a bit further. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Dabu 77. Much love.